Thanks to Muska Lighting for sponsoring TCL's movie trip. Replace old and dated fixtures with a new light and change the look and feel of your home. Our mudroom fixture from Muska Lighting is a total showstopper. We get compliments from everyone who walks through the door. Talk to the experts at Muska Lighting in Roseville and Eden Prairie for help finding the perfect light for you.
Travel back in time. Back in the day, there was no Netflix, there was no video on demand.
Dark times, kids.
If you wanted to watch a new show, you had to be in your house the exact time that it first aired, or you would miss it forever. Thankfully, those days are gone. Appointment television seemed to have died back in around 2013 thanks to DVRs and streaming services becoming more accessible.
Well, Fridays seem to have become appointment television once again thanks to Disney Plus and shows like The Mandalorian and WandaVision. They've been releasing one episode at a time, and they're continuing this trend with Marvel's Falcon and the Winter Soldier. But is it worth time on your schedule? Here to tell us from the website Paul's Trip to the Movies, it is our good friend Paul McGuire Grimes.
Hey,
Paul, we were just saying how much we love this appointment viewing coming back because it makes it an event and much more fun for the family.
It is, and then you can like savor each episode and then have something to look forward to, and then you're mulling over like what is going to happen, and it just sits with you longer than if you binge like 6 episodes all in one day and then you forget about it the next day.
Okay, so if somebody missed episode 1 of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which came out last Friday, set the table for us.
Yeah, so these two are kind of supporting characters from the Marvel Avengers franchise, and they're kind of dealing with the loss of Captain America after Avengers Endgame, and they're both kind of polarizing opposite figures, and they're kind of forced to work together now in this second episode to go against this rebel army. And what happens when they learn that someone else may be playing the role of Captain America right now with his shield?
Very intriguing. Okay, it would have been helpful for me to understand that backstory before I watched the first episode of the show last week, but I did like it.
What was your take, though?
I liked it. I thought it was really interesting and fun and mysterious. It felt a little darker for my tiny children, where like The Mandalorian they watched and they did fine with, and as we were watching the first episode, now with my 6- and 3.5-year-old, I was thinking, I maybe have pushed the boundaries a little bit.
A few more curse words. You know, my son will always say it when he hears a curse word, so he's like, they just said that's a bad word. They just said the S word, and I'm like, yeah, thanks, man.
Thanks, bud.
It definitely veers older for sure. And even in the second episode, we start talking a little bit more about racial disparities between our two lead couples as well, which I really appreciate Marvel getting into. The action very much feels like a big Avengers movie, but I don't think it really like reinvents the Marvel wheel, much like we saw with WandaVision. I think it's going to be kind of a straight up Marvel adventure, 6 episodes to kind of get to know these two characters a little bit more. And Sebastian Stan and Anthony Mackie have really great chemistry together, and their kind of opposing personalities offers really good banter between them.
Okay, look at that. So 6 episodes. Ticket stubs?
Yep. 3.5 out of 5. I think it's going to get even better as we get along, but you know, it's pretty standard Marvel fare so far.
Yeah, that's fun to watch. Okay.
All right, so now we move to The Father, which has been getting all sorts of Oscar buzz, but frankly, here at the House of TCL, when it gets Oscar buzz, we get worried that it's too hoity-toity for us common folk to really connect with.
Right. I think the themes of the movie are definitely not hoity-toity. So it starts Olivia Colman as Anne, who is really struggling with the right kind of care for her father, Anthony, played by Anthony Hopkins, as his Alzheimer's is getting worse. So this has been nominated for 6 Oscars: Best Picture, Best Actor, Best Supporting Actress. And we have Anthony Hopkins and Olivia Colman working off one another in a stage-to-screen adaptation. It is a masterclass in acting. Watching them play off each other is just stunning, and especially Anthony Hopkins, a very calibrated performance as someone dealing with Alzheimer's, and what does that feel like, and how he's really struggling back and forth with that.
So does it feel very dark? I mean, are you left with any hope? Like, what's happening here?
I mean, you're definitely left saddened because of how debilitating Alzheimer's is, and what I kind of love about this movie is that the writer-director Florian Zeller plays and shifts with space and time, where you kind of get in the head of what it must be like with Alzheimer's, because all of a sudden the apartment looks a little bit differently. Characters come and go that are then named differently. So as Anthony is struggling with who these people are, you as the audience is really struggling with what is happening, and it offers a different perspective on what someone is going with Alzheimer's.
Ticket stubs.
4 out of 5 ticket stubs. I mean, I think you'll be gutted afterwards, but you're going to appreciate the performances from Anthony and Olivia just so much. And when you have 2 of the best actors working off each other, I mean, you can't get any better than those.
I don't know if I'm in an emotional state to be able to handle
it. You can't watch that yet. I'll let you know when you can. All right, Paulie, we got 1 minute left. Tell us about the movie Nobody.
Yeah, this is a fantastic action comedy stars, Bob Odenkirk, who you think is kind of just this innocent, grumbly dad type, but he's got a hidden past, a few tricks up his sleeve when he has to go up against a Russian hitman and turns to his dad, played by Christopher Lloyd, to get in on this action. So again, Steve, you'll like this. This is 90 minutes, and it feels for me like an adult Home Alone meets John Wick, because he's got to get his house together and kind of, it just is a lot. It's a ton of fun.
Ticket stubs for that one.
So 3.5 out of 5. I think that this will eventually be a franchise. They definitely set that up. And Christopher Lloyd and Bob Odenkirk, two great comedic actors playing off each other really well in an action genre, was a great chemistry choice.
But you said in theaters only for that one.
Yes, in theaters only, and I think it will be available on demand in a couple weeks. That's what Universal's doing right now. They'll go to the theaters in a few weeks. It'll be on demand.
Alrighty, Paul, good to see you as always.
Today.
Happy Friday to you. You can visit Paul's website. It's paulstriptothemovies.com. He's got updates on movies and streaming services. You can also listen to Paul. He's on the Colleen and Bradley Show on My Talk 107.1 every Friday, or if you're on the old YouTubes, you can find his YouTube channel. It's also called Paul's Trip to the Movies.
And TCL's Movie Trip is brought to you by Muska Lighting. Muska Lighting currently offering 10% off all Quezel products through the month of March. I spent some time at Muska learning how you can upgrade fixtures on a budget using the Quezel line of products, including this fixture that I love. They can help bring a warm yet modern look to every room in their home. So that deal only available in their showroom. Stop in today.
A West